Hi, I'm Becca and welcome to my channel. Today I want to take you shopping with me around the Range, which is one of my favourite shops to go to for crafting supplies. At the moment it's a lot of Easter based things, but there's other bits in between. I've done little short videos and I'm going to do a voiceover to it because I was getting some funny looks off the staff when I was going slowly up and down the aisle with my camera. I held my camera up portrait instead of landscape, so I do apologise for that if it doesn't show up as well. But I think you can see pretty well what I'm showing you anyway. So yeah, let's get started and I'll take you shopping with me. So as you can see, it started off with the Easter section, and then you go down that aisle and I think there was some more going down, but then it was mainly the end bits that have got a lot of the Easter stuff on, and it was all the Christmas stuff, but now obviously they're prepping up for Easter. But as you can see, there's a lot of pastel stuff going on there, and that paper pad is really nice. And that wool, I know you don't specifically need wool for an Easter make unless you're making pom-poms and things, but the colours of the wool were really nice. I think this side's a lot of stickers, but on the left-hand side, I don't know whether if I swing back round, is art supplies, I think. But these are more like your kiddie stickers and things like that. But they're still fun. You can turn them into embellishments on your paper crafts and things like that. Now we're getting down to peel-offs, I think. That's what we're getting to. Oh, and I got some 3D butterflies there, which are really pretty. I've had some of those in the past. But as you can see with the labels, things are really cheap here. This is why I like it. Some fairy stickers. Well, I think they're just plain ones, and then you pull it off and you can put glitter and things on them, and some quilling supplies there, and some acrylic paint. There's lots of different things. Whenever I go in here, I just get loads of ideas, and then my head's spinning with the things I want to make. There's some more acrylic paints and 3D paints, pearl paints. There's lots and lots of different things. Oh, and just there's the decoupage paper, and I think there's some tissue papers as well. Now you're getting down to the scrapbooking paper, and there's loads. This was at the Meadowhall Retail Park range. There's another one in Doncaster which is bigger. They've got an absolutely massive crafting section. So next time I go there, I'll have to film that one for you. And you can see the scrapbooks there. They've got absolutely everything that you could possibly need for paper crafting, and they've got some other crafts as well. That's one of the quilling packs that I've bought in the past, and you get absolutely loads in it. So if you want to try quilling, that's a good starter pack for you to try with. There's some sentiments, and then are we going down to some stencils and stamps we've got here, and then some wax seals, envelopes and cards. Apologies if it's going a bit too fast for you. We have slowed it down, but depending on how much you want to go, you can always press pause and have a better look. Now that's the A2 and A3 cardstock that's on that wall, and then as you go back round, I think I'm going to go up the next aisle. Where are we going? Those shelves are pretty empty at the minute. Yeah, so I think that's the opposite side to where I've just brought you down. So it's got all the decoupage things, and then it's got some boards and wreaths and just basically blank canvases for you to decorate them how you want. Big bottles of Mod Podge, so if you're doing decoupaging, that's definitely one that I'd recommend. That's what I use. You can get your letters for saying if you want to do names, like a nameplate for your kids' doors. Lots of different pens and pencils. Those pens are the Crafter's Companion pens, if you've not seen them before, but they're the Ranger's own sort of brand of them. And I think they do watercolour ones as well. I think they do anyway. We've mainly got the Crafter's Companion ones. I think my daughter's got some of the Ranger's own. These are some colouring books, which is always good for if you just want to keep your hands busy. And then your art pads, your different papers and things that you need for different media types. We'll go down here, and it's reasonably priced for like the paper pads and things like that, because you can get them a lot dearer if say if you go into WH Smith's in the UK, theirs can be more expensive than what they are here. What we got there? Some more Easter stuff, gift bags and things. Around the corner. We're just filling up quite a few of the aisles, so that's why there's the pallets on the end. There's the what do you call it? Chocolate mould and things that's there. You can use it as an ice cube tray, which I got one of those, and I'll show you that in a second. What's that? Oh, bath milk kits. There's lots of different like sort of like if you want to try doing something kits. They're all along the back wall. In this one anyway, there's obviously it's different in each store. But this one, they've definitely got that. They've got some lovely glitters there. So, like I said, a lot of these things, you don't have to use them for Easter. Just, whatever you think you can repurpose them. Oh, and this is a nice wool section. I also have to stop myself from standing and playing with the wool because then I end up wanting to buy some. But there's also all the polystyrene shapes and things for if you're wanting to make anything 3D with your kids. Or you can just make wreaths and stuff. If you've seen my Tidy My Drawers video, then I've got a drawer full of polystyrene shapes. And there on the right is the clay section. Now that is the budget clay that I've spoke about in previous videos. They haven't got as big a range as what Fimo and Sculpey have, but it's okay for you just starting out. But their regular clay stand was nearly empty, which I was a bit disappointed with because I wanted to show you all the colours that they've got, but they must have just been waiting for an order to come in. So if I can land on it when it's full next time, then I'll show you. So yeah, these are, again, this is a lot of your kiddie colouring sets and stuff, but they're also fun for you to do if you just want to, something silly to do, just to, perk up your day. But I like doing this sort of stuff when my kids, well, a lot more when they were younger. Now I have to bribe them to do anything creative with me. All right, yeah, so I think we're coming up to the tissue paper, crepe paper, and, the funky foam stuff that you can do flowers with. That's that one on. There's all the canvases on the back. So that's the back wall that's got further down some of the try kits. And there's some here. And there's a lot of sort of rock painting kits and things. Personally, I think you could just go and get some free rocks from your park or, a wood if you live near one, or if you've got some in your garden. And then you just need some acrylic paint. You don't you don't need to buy a kit to show you how to make patterns on stones. I know it does have a little booklet in it, but yeah, I've never seen the point in those ones. But yeah, this is a really nice ribbon section. I did pick up some of the black ribbon because my daughter wants me to make some bows for her hair. So I picked up one of them. So that's probably what I'm doing now while I'm hovering in that section. When I was filming it, I felt like I was taking absolutely ages, but when you watch it back, it's not very long at all. So that's why we've slowed it down. What have we got here? Oh, buttons, more ribbon, buttons. Yeah, oh, and now scissors and more ribbons and glues, I think, that comes next down this aisle. Small heart ribbon. Oh yeah, there's different patterns and things like that. So depending on what you're looking for, I'm sure you'll be able to find something that will suit whatever project that you want to do. Now, what am I doing here? Oh no, I'm showing you the prices, I think. That's why I'm doing that anyway. What we got here? Make your own face covering. Oh, sewing bit, that's what we're getting to, like the cross stitch and the hoops and that sort of stuff. And tacky glue, and the cross stitch silks and or cottons, whatever you want to call them. I've got some macrame trying kits. Oh, gone to another aisle now. I had to do it in little bits of sections, so they might be a bit disjointed, so I apologise for that, but hopefully you can get an idea of what it's like. Some glue bottles, pipettes. That's an envelope maker from Crafter's Companion. I do have one of those. Oh, this is a jewellery mould, and I picked this one up as well, so that's why I'm hovering over this little bit. But it was £1. I thought it was a good jewellery mould because I have got quite a few bottles of epoxy resin to use up, but I can also use it for my clay as well. So I thought that was just a quick mould that I'd be able to use. Hot glue guns. What am I picking up now? Am I picking anything up? I don't know. Oh, we've got some Valentine stuff, that's it. Oh, and then this is going on to like the wood embellishments that you can get. There's all sorts in this bit. Those are some little dies that you use for cutting, on your die cutting machines. Wooden stamps. I prefer the acrylic stamps so I can see what I'm stamping. But you could take the stamp off of those blocks and use them on your stamping platform if you preferred to. Yeah, some more little wooden embellishments. Oh, what's going on here? Stamp pocket. Oh yeah, them stamp pockets, what you can store them in. But I've done a video on how I store and catalogue my stamps and dies. So if I've not released that yet when you're watching this, it is coming. Because I've got that many videos on the go at the moment. It's I don't know what date's set for everything. Oh, got some little mirrors there for if you wanted to do something with mirrors. Bunting. What else we got? Organza bags, which is good for wedding favours and things like that. Oh, and I saw that jewellery finding box there. Sorry, I'm just going to have a drink. My mouth's gone really dry with talking. But those little metal leaves, I picked up a box of those. Sorry about that. But that jewellery finding set, well, it's £2.20, I think it was. And it got a fair amount of things in. So if you're wanting to just give beading a try, they've even got those that's got the different jewellery findings in. There was, I think there was some eye pins, head pins, eye screw thing. I'm not sure if that's what you call them. But yeah, it weren't too bad for what price it was. Oh, I'll do it up a bit better for you now. Oh, jump rings and earring hooks. So yeah, for that amount of money, it's not bad at all for you to just give it a try. They've got some Scrabble tiles, and then they've got a tidy tray, which is really good for when you're using glitters and things like that. Lots and lots and lots of washi tape. I've got washi tape, but I use it for when I'm just putting my dies through the cutting machine to keep them in place. Oh, they've got the hand moulding set for when you want to do that with your baby when they're little, or you could do it when they're old if you want. Adhesive magnetic sheet. That's what I will say about that. If you can manage to land on in the UK in the pound shops or Pound World or One Below or whatever, sometimes they have photographic magnet paper, and that's what I use for my die storage. So yeah, and it's cheaper. So there's some pressed flowers which I love using on my cars. Glitters and ribbons, and I think we've got some fake flowers over here. Oh yeah, and laces as well. Oh, and I've got some more of these kits at the bottom. Wax melts, bath bombs, dream catchers. They're really good presents for somebody, especially if you know somebody who's just starting out in crafting and you just want to get them something to play with, then, you know, they're a really good thing. And this is all your wreath making sort of section. So where we're going now. Oh, I think that's an Easter wreath that's on the end. Or a vine. Oh, gone on the other side. This is all the diamond art and the paint by numbers and things. But they've got all that side that is full of diamond art, colour by numbers, and I love that kingfisher one. I love kingfishers. I think they're just lovely with all the colours, and peacocks as well. It's another bird that I really like. So as you can see that's going down the big back wall. On the left is where all those kits were that I've told you about. I think we came down the other way on this aisle. Yeah, I think I went back up just in case I didn't get much of it on. But yeah, there's always going to be something for somebody if you ever want to, get an Easter present, a gift for anyone, for any occasion really. They have got other stuff other than crafting supplies, but this is just a section I enjoy going around most. And the gardening bit at the moment, because I'm looking forward to a new season of gardening. Buttons, I don't buy any more buttons because I think I've got 2 or 3 tubs of buttons. I've got loads. I need to find some projects to use them up. Oh, macrame wool, for if you're into macrame, which the colours of them are lovely. And just some sewing threads. What are those? Oh, kiddie sewing kits, so they're good for if you want to play with your kids. Hoops, and then more cross stitches. What I find with the picture cross stitches is I find them harder to do than following pattern, because if you don't get the exact right colour in the right square, it might not look how it's supposed to. And when I've bought them before, they've been a bit sort of like blurred in between each stitch. So yeah, I couldn't get on with that one that well. What we got there? There's Women's Institute wool there, I think. remember right. If it's not, it's nice anyway. And there's some multicoloured wool. I like that because it's sort of like got a magic pattern and like it just creates a pattern without you having to actually do any fancy knitting. As you can see, they've got shelves all to fill up. They're still sort of going away from all the Christmas stuff because they leave it out for quite a while after Christmas because they reduce a lot of the stuff so that they don't have to store it till next year. These ceramic ornaments for you to paint. These are what I like to get just to cover with polymer clay and things like that, or you can just paint them. But the Hobbycraft that is the 2 or 3 shops further round on the shopping complex, and they have a lot of ceramic things in there as well. So next time I go there, I'll film that one as well. That back wall is the furthest that you can go up to it, but at the other side of that there's a cafe and it's lovely. Art sets. Sand art. I used to love those when I was a kid. I remember doing one when I was on holiday, and I remember spilling it and being really upset with myself when I got home. Lots of googly eyes. If you're into using googly eyes on stuff, then there's definitely big packets of that there. Different coloured tissue papers, and there's the variety pack, so you can just buy the single ones. Some Disney princess things there. I'm not too sure what they were. Little stampers. And that's it. So I hope that's been alright for you and it's not been too bad for you with the motion of it going round. So I apologise if it makes you feel a bit dizzy or anything like that.
Right, so as promised, I'm just showing you the few things that I got when I went on the shopping trip to the range. This is the silicone mould that I showed you, that you saw me picking up during the video. So I'll be able to use this with resin or with my polymer clay. So just some really easy shapes for doing earrings and things. They're not my cup of tea, this one and this, but these ones I definitely will use, and these are good for the stud part on earrings. So I will be making some. I mean, I know there's other people out in the world that prefer to have this sort of shaped jewellery. Personally, it's not something that I wear, but if I'm making something for somebody else that it will suit, then it will come in very handy. These were some metal charms that I got. So these are always fun. Whenever I can find different types of charm, I always pick them up. They're just good to have in my stash. If there might be just sometimes when I think, I could do with something like that, and then I'll go and have a look through my stash and I'll find some of these. Then this is just a chocolate mould. You could use it as an ice cube mould as well, but I'm going to try using it using polymer clay. So I might be able to use the liquid one or put some coloured one in. We'll see anyway, but we probably will end up using it for chocolate at Easter, because the kids always get way too much chocolate, and we have to think of different ways of using up that chocolate. So I'll probably cut this in half so I can keep half of my crafting and half chocolate, because obviously polymer clay and food doesn't mix. So I'd have to just keep half for crafting and half for in the house. So that's just what I bought.
So I hope you've enjoyed me taking you to the range. If I go to another one anytime, I will record that one as well. Like I said, the Doncaster one has got a lot more variety of stuff. So that's the one that I prefer to go to, but this is just where I was, and I thought I'd film it while I was there. So next time I go, I'll film that. If you've got any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, that'd be appreciated. And if you're not subscribed, just consider subscribing, that'd be appreciated too. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.